Yellow flag is raised for the opener. And racing for the opening Value Cabs 3-year-old hurdle race over 2 miles. And as they head down the hill to make their way towards the elbow and on towards the first couple of flights, Guest is the one that's going to go on from Fil Dor, racing second towards the inside. C Sessions in the centre, and towards the outside is Justicialism. Just in behind them is Man Cool as they clear flight number 1, and the early back marker is Inca Prince. Heading on now to go towards flight number 2, which will bring them up to past the stands, and it's Guest and Dara O'Keefe who've opened up a lead as they clear the second from a line of 3 who are giving chase. Fil Dor, Davy Russell towards the inside, C Sessions and Shane O'Callaghan in the centre, racing a little keenly, and then on the near side is Justicialism and Shane Fitzgerald. Behind them goes Man Cool and Shane Mulcahy, and last of all is Inca Prince, the mount of Adam Short. So the turn now right-handed, about to make their way on towards flights 3 and 4, bringing them away from the stands, and Guest has gone clear from Fil Dor towards the inside. Towards the outside of this one is Justicialism. In between horses and just dropping off them a length is C Sessions. They're being chased by Man Cool and Inca Prince. They go now towards flight number 3 in this Value Cabs 3-year-old hurdle, won last year by Quilixios, won in 2017 by Espoir D'Allen, as Guest pops out over that one. Fil Dor towards the inside, and just on the outside is Justicialism. C Sessions just behind them, then Man Cool, and just fighting for his head a little at the back is Inca Prince. They race now towards the second flight, bringing them away from the stands. Inca Prince still racing quite keenly towards the back, but Guest over in front. Fil Dor towards the inside, second back in June in a French bumper. Towards the outside is Justicialism, making debut here for Brian Hamilton, formerly trained by Charlie Fellows. And in between horses is C Sessions, who was second at Punchestown behind Bellex 1 last time, the only filly in the field. Man Cool is next, and then the back marker is Inca Prince, a one-time 2-year-old maiden winner. So they head along the back straight now to go towards the flight right across from the stands. Guest over in front, from towards the inside is Fil Dor, towards the outside is Justicialism, just behind them C Sessions, Man Cool last but one, and last of all, as they continue across the back straight towards the next flight, is Inca Prince. So out front it's Guest who brings them along, being followed by Fil Dor, and then towards the inside C Sessions. Just outside is Justicialism. There's a little between those trio. Just in behind these Man Cool, and last of all remains Inca Prince. They continue across now, shortly racing on towards the milestone. And it's Guest who takes them along, being followed by Fil Dor towards the inside of C Sessions, who's racing in between Fil Dor and Justicialism. Just behind them is the blue and white jacket of Man Cool, and last of all remains Inca Prince. Continuing now towards the flight, which when they get to it will be 4 from the finish, and out front Guest, slightly reduced advantage. Fil Dor towards the inside, towards the outside is Justicialism, and in between horses C Sessions. Just in behind them, a length or two further back, to Man Cool, and last of all is Inca Prince. Racing now shortly on the approach towards the next 4 from the finish, and it is still Guest from on the inside. Fil Dor, who's just moving out one off the rail as they land out over that one. C Sessions is now in a clear third as Justicialism slots back a position. Man Cool going through, this one's inside, and they're being followed at the back by Inca Prince. They begin now to meet the rising ground that'll bring them up towards the top turn, and still Guest leading them along, but being nudged along to hold the advantage from Fil Dor, who races in second. C Sessions is going to keep that tight on the outside. They're being followed by Justicialism, and just behind these is Man Cool, but Fil Dor slots out now to go around the leader Guest when time allows. Just behind these C Sessions, being chased by Justicialism, then Man Cool, and towards the inside Inca Prince. Now Guest is headed by Fil Dor, who's gone to the front with C Sessions just up on the outside. Guest drops back. Justicialism is next with Man Cool and Inca Prince, and now they begin the turn at the top of the track. They've 3 flights ahead of them, and it's Fil Dor who's gone to the front from C Sessions. They begin the downhill run. Fil Dor, C Sessions, Justicialism is next, and these group are being chased by Man Cool, Inca Prince away from Guest, and Fil Dor now is beginning to extend down the hill. C Sessions is under pressure. Behind these Justicialism and Inca Prince, they're clear from Man Cool, but this Fil Dor is lengthening right down the hill towards the elbow with 2 to jump in the Value Cabs 3-year-old hurdle, and Fil Dor and Davy Russell have a clear lead now to the second last. C Sessions is next with Inca Prince. Good jump to second last by Fil Dor. Far side C Sessions, back in third is Inca Prince, and they're clear from Justicialism, but they head down now towards the final flight, and it's Fil Dor who comes to it. No problems at the last, and the son of Dr. Dino, making his Irish debut here, is doing so quite impressively as they race up towards the line. It's going to be a winner for Gordon Elliott. Treble yesterday, opener today. Davy Russell aboard. It goes the way of Coldwell Construction. Andrew Jebber Brown of a sharp one here as the winning goes the way of Fil Dor. C Sessions picks up the second. Third goes to Inca Prince. Fourth to Justicialism, and a long break back to Man Cool, who is the final finisher because Guest pulled up.
Ideal start to what could be another big day here at Down Royal for trainer Gordon Elliott. Fil Dor taking the opener in very comfortable fashion. Gordon, just give us your thoughts on that performance. Plenty to like, I thought.
Yeah, I thought he was very professional. He done everything very well. Look, it wasn't the strongest race in the world, and if he's going to be competing at a better level, he'd want to be doing what he did. But I was impressed with the way he did it.
How long have you actually had the horse? I think the owners had him before he had that run in France, didn't he?
Yeah. We have him. Actually, he must be there 3 or 4 months now. He's there a good way now, so yeah.
And everything he'd done before today, had he been pleasing you in the run?
He done everything well. He done a nice bit of work in Tipperary. It was only day in grass, and he done it well. Yeah.
Everyone will remember that Quilixios won this last year. Has he the potential to make up into a similar type to
him?
Yeah,
he's actually very similar, to be honest. He's very laid back at home. Doesn't do anything flashy. You look at him the whole way through the race. Like he doesn't barely take hold of the bridle. Jumps very well. Looks like a chaser in the making.
Very early days for your juvenile hurdlers, but is this a good sign? Does it give you confidence that you might have a nice bunch of those?
I haven't got as many as I normally have, to be honest, Gary, but this is a nice horse. We've got a couple of nice ones at home, so yeah.
And the owners, big supporters of the art, have got Mighty Potter in the next as well.
Yeah.
You've got the Greek in there as well. Mighty Potter, I think it's fair to say, by some distance the number 1.
I think he's a good one, yeah. I think he's a good horse. Everything goes right. He'll be bang there. The Greek runs his race every day of the week. He deserves to win a race. The owners are from local, so we said we'd run. So we've got 2 good chances.
And I know we spoke about the big races yesterday. Just give us your thoughts maybe though on your other runners. American Mike obviously runs in the bumper.
Yeah, we like him. He's a nice horse. He was working with the horse to win the bumper yesterday, so he's a nice horse. Obviously we've got 2 in the handicap chase, both of each way chances. The 2 big races we spoke about, they're good races. We might struggle to win both of them, but they're 2 good races and it'll be interesting watching.
And the handicap hurdle, you've got a strong challenge too. Esky Lane's been well supported. Would he be your best hope, do you think?
Magic Tricks has a lot of ability. You know, if things go well for him, he could run well. Nothing happened in the Galway hurdle right for him. He ran well in the stall and the horse fell in front of him as well. But Esky Lane had a nice run the last day. He caught my eye. He came home well, and you know, if he's improved from that, he won't be far away.
And best chance of those to come, I suppose the betting would say it's Mighty Potter or American Mike, wouldn't it?
I'd like to think so.
Well done. Thanks, Gordon.
Thanks, Gary.